everyone, nice to meet you again. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to do the transformations of matrix using the equations. As usual, I'm going to give you the problems. Try to do it by yourself because I've explained this one. But if you cannot do it, you can just play this video, and I hope that you will understand what we are trying to do. Okay, so this is the problem. The transformations of equations given x squared plus y squared equal to 25. And then these equations, the equation is transformed continuously as follows. The first one is dilations by 3, okay, by factor of 3, reflected to y-axis, and then translations by -4 and 2. Okay, so pause that for a bit and try to do it by yourself, to see if you can do it by yourself or not. Okay, so if you're ready, then this is how we are going to do it. First of all, you have to know that it's not only the points that you can transform. You can also transform an equations, and sometimes it's very hard. I mean, if you try to do it graphically, because what you need to do is, given x squared plus y squared equal to 25. Of course, we know that this will be a circle, correct? Yeah, this will be a circle equations. So with the radius of 5. So if I try to draw it graphically, of course I'm not going to solve this graphically, but just to give you a clue, what are we trying to do over here? You have x squared plus y squared equal to 25. So let's say it will be like this with the radius of 5. Yeah, -5. That is x squared plus y squared equal to 25. Now, when it has let's say that it has a dilations by factor of 3, so it means that it becomes bigger. Okay, this is not drawn to scale, so this will be 15, negative 15, negative, 15, and then 15. And then you have refracted to the y-axis. If you refract it to the y-axis, the circle will stay the same, right? So you'll have this kind of shape also. And then you have the translations by -4 and 2. So it will move from the center of 0, 0, then it will move to by -4. It means that it goes to the left by 4 units, and it goes upward 2 units. So you'll have from 0, 0, the center of the circle will change to -4, 2 over here. Yeah, -4, 2, and then you'll get the same radius, right? The same radius, which is 15. Okay, which is the radius is 15 unit. So then you can find for this one. So again, you can do this graphically, but somehow in for example, the dilation is not by factor of 3. The dilation, let's say in the x directions by 4, and then in y directions by 2, then it will be an ellipse. In that way, I think that the equations will not be as easy as it is. Okay, but let's try to do this x squared plus y squared equal to 25 algebraically.
Mr. Budi, can you find out the equations of the new circle?
Yes,
by graphing?
That is what we are trying to do. Okay, yeah, so how to get the new equations? From the matrix, we learn if you have an XOYO. XOYO stands for this one, x squared plus y squared equal to 25.
Before the transformation, can you just, so to compare, is it the same answer or not from that circle?
You want to do it? Okay, so let's try to have it. You have -4, 2, which means that for the circle, you'll have an x plus with 4 and y minus 2 squared equal with 15 squared, right? Equal with 15 squared. That's the equations we're trying to get. Okay. As you know, in the circle equations, which is x minus a squared plus with y minus b squared equal with r squared. Mr. Martin thought about this one, and you should be able to find it graphically. Okay, but we want to do it algebraically. in this context, and how we can do that. So again, we have x squared plus y squared equal with 25. That is our original equation. So I put it xo, yo, and we have three kind of transformation. First is dilation. So I'll put the dilations over here. Since we have the matrix multiplier for the dilations, which is by 3, okay. This is quite easier, dilations by 3, but it's okay. Let's put it 3, 0, 0, 3. Yeah. If the problem is different, let's say it says that dilations in the x direction by 3 and then in y direction by 2, then you change this one into 2. Okay. That is the matrix multiplier for dilations. And then we have refracted to the y-axis. Remember, when you have refraction to the y-axis, if I do it like this, and you have a comma b, okay, then this point a comma b, if it refracted to the y-axis, then it will be over here, negative a comma b. Why? Because y act as the mirror. You will have the same distance from the y-axis to a comma b, and then from the y-axis to negative a comma b. Yeah. In that way, we can tell that the matrix multiplier for the refractions to the y-axis will be negative 1, 0, 0, 1. Why? Because we want the x coordinate becomes negative. Yeah. So this is the refractions, and then the first one is the dilation. Okay, and then we have the translation. Remember, when we talk about the translation, we don't use the matrix multiplier. Instead, we can just use the addition. So I'll add it with negative 4 comma 2 over there. So it will be negative 4 comma 2. Okay. Keep in mind that this works for each element over here. Yeah. So let's try to do it. First of all, we have negative 1, 0. I mean the matrix multiplier for the reflections times with the matrix multiplier for dilations. The row times the column. So we'll have over here, add it again. This is negative 4, 2, write it again. And then this one will be negative 1 times with 3, added with 0 times with 0. Yeah, so you'll get negative 3. And then this is negative 1 times with 0, which is 0, added with 0 times with 3, which is 0. Okay? And then the same thing goes for this, 0 times with 3, 1 times with 0, this is 0. And then we have that this is 3. And, over here, and we have XO, YO. The goal is to get X accent and Y accent, which is the image, the post image. Yeah, so we have over here, when we times it, I'll put it over here. So this will be negative 3XO, this will be 3YO, using the matrix multiplications. You have negative 4, 2, and then we'll have negative 4 minus 3XO, and then we have 2 added with 3YO. Equal with what? Equal with x, you can say x1 or x prime, okay, but just to indicate that this is the new equations. So you have negative 4 minus 3xo, so negative 4 minus 3xo equal with x1, and then we have 2 plus 3yo equal with y1. What we have is only x squared plus y squared equal with 25. This x represents the xo. So I need to put it into the new equations. Of course, to put it into new equations, I need to change xo in the terms of x1. So if I change it to x1, the terms, then it will be negative 3xo equal with x1 minus plus 4 divide by negative 3. Yeah. So I hope that we can come to this point. And then yo will be equal with y1, subtract with 2 on both sides, and then divide by 3. This is how you get XO and YO. Then after you get this, put it to the old equations or the original equations. X squared plus y squared equal with 25. Remember that this is XO and YO. So you have x1 plus 4 over negative 3 squared plus with, over here we have y1 minus 2 over 3 squared equal with 25. Right? Now, we have the denominator. We can just times it with 9, of course. So we'll have a x1 plus 4 square plus with y1 minus 2 square equal with, this one is 9 over 9. This is 25, right? So we times with 9 on both sides. We'll get x1, while expanding this one, this will be x1 square plus with 8x plus with 16 added with y1 square minus 4x and then plus with 4 equal with 225. Why? Because you times 9 on both sides. Okay, yeah, so I'll put a remark here, times with 9 on both sides. Okay, so then we'll get x1 squared plus with 1 y1, we can just keep it this way, x1 plus 4 squared plus with y1 minus 2 squared equal with 225, which is 15 squared. The x1 and y1 is a new equation. Okay? Yeah, so that's what we have, how to get the new equations. The assignment I posted so you can practice, and I know in this kind of situations, after you're doing some assignment, you might feel that you might be bored, and you want to try new things like juggling the balls, like this one, right? Okay, try it. I mean, you have plenty time to do that. Okay, yeah. See you in the next 2 weeks.